All right, and we are about ready with our first game. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape.
For the second quarterfinal here, who's following Hawk. Player stats should... start for him. Last time he wanted to go to Berlin, or to the offline event, he was his visa was denied. And some players would think like, okay, I'm so disappointed in how this all went, like I lost a lot of money and all the practice was for nothing. But not Foggy. Foggy is having a mentality of like, okay, that didn't work, I'm trying even harder for that goal, or to reach that goal. And that brought him to the big stages in China, that brought him to the grand finals in China, 2 silver medals for the World Championships, 2 bronze medals for the World Championship, and now, of course, here to Berlin. He's starting in the upper right, and his opponent is the oldest player in the scene. He's back. mTw brought him back. He's wearing that clan tag for the second time in his career. Back in 2009, he was here at mTw already. And he's spawning in the blue with a Demon Hunter first.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it for a second there when I saw it in the altar. This, our new patch 1.30.4, is still the keeper meta, pretty much. We see it most of the time from now. Sometimes we see a Demon Hunter, yes, but then it's Equiles or Terranus, where you can reliably, at least fairly reliably, get level 3, because that's what you desperately need. If you don't have level 2 burn, you're gonna have a very bad time. Is Check already like pressuring himself to have a good early game? What happens if he doesn't reach level 3? What happens if he can't control this Keeper of the Grove?
That is indeed a problem. We've seen this Demon Hunter on this map by plenty of Chinese players as well, like Colorful stands out live from time to time. It's absolutely an Asian thing to do, and Foggy starts with the classic Foggy move of denying a creep, and that delays level 2 for a little bit. He's still getting it here from that rogue. His Engine of War quite hurt as well, but that's a good start for Check, I guess. He's getting level 2 here. Claws of Attack for him as well. Good start for the uncle.
Cloak of Shadows won't be too useful. Most likely would have loved the Slippers. A super strong Demon level 3 can kind of carry you to the late game. If you can disable the Keeper of the Grove with the mana burns, he doesn't do anything. There are heroes who are good without mana. Ones with auras, like the DK for example. Ones with great damage, like the Demon Hunter or the Blade Master. The Keeper is not such a hero. He has very powerful spells, but for that, of course, he needs mana. Wait a minute. Why is he not level 2? Did he deny another creep?
Maybe with a lightning shield or something?
I think he
that thing is completely gone, like this camp. Yeah, oh boy.
I think he denied another creep. Oh, Foggy. Not a good start for him.
Foggy the diesel engine, man. He always needs a little time to get into the series, but then when it's running, it's really smooth. But he has to get there first. This little treants, of course, give experience as well. Finally getting a wisp. This is level 2 for him, but no mana at all. Check trying to block for a little, getting some damage in. Archers, did they do anything here? I don't think so. Check has started his tech. Foggy as well, slightly ahead, but the Demon Hunter can run him down for a little.
Yeah, Demon Hunter already had plenty of experience with this. And, okay, he hunted down the wisps. He got lots of them killed. Plenty died to detonates, but he got a few last hits as well. Kind of human-esque, looking for those mass wisp kills. But they also detonate against treants.
Yep.
He got a lot of experience.
Yep.
This demon's almost level 3 right now. Is this the right approach against the Demon Hunter?
Foggy is killing a bunch of wisps here as well during the tech, so he can't really reproduce it. Check will be short on lumber, that's for sure. An interesting move by Check to go for a tally staff instead of boots. With the boots, he could have run down the Keeper until he has mana for Entangle, then he can run away, of course, but...
I think he really expects the expansion, right?
This would be a typical Foggy move to expand, but it's not there. It's not even getting that wisp, and now he has to help defending at home.
Shadow Priest. Oh, nice. He's baiting the last bit of, attack animation there out of the keeper to put in a little bit more DPS towards him. Yeah, if you're aggressive across the map and are just harassing, then there's an expansion coming up behind is a pretty obvious play. But that's not the case. There's actually an aggressive Ancient of Wonders in the middle. The archers are hugging the tavern invisibly, by the way. Oh my god. Is he gonna get the instant hero surround right here? Or does Check realize it?
Foggy's going for the Alchemist first, so the jig is up. Here we go into the Archers. Acid Bomb makes them so vulnerable. First kill right away. But how can you control the Demon Hunter now? Naga second for Check.
Plenty of damage here on both sides. Whose second hero is going to die first? Probably going to be one of them. Shadow Melt on the Archer. Oh my god, keeps the surround closed. There is a reveal. He's going to be able to kill that Archer, but he's going to lose the Naga as well. Getting 2 Archers though, now trading it for another one of the Shadow Priest. Alchemist dropping very low. He could go for a potion. The shop is right there, but the staff will be enough.
Ooh, not a good early game by Check, that's for sure. Immediately losing the Naga. And how good will the Naga be in the end for him? I don't know. Not the best choice, maybe. There is no mana burn on the other side that would force you to go for that. Interesting mechanic here, though. Foggy still decides to go for an Alchemist despite the Demon Hunter, so there will be mana burns on his side.
Absolutely. And the Demon Hunter is the #1 carry right now. He did get it at early level 3. This Demon Hunter is carrying him to the late game. Right here. Acid Bomb Entangle. But it's only level 1 Entangle. Doesn't last that long. He's staying in this for a long time, however. With the Chemical Rage, this Alchemist does pack a punch. Along with the Acid Bomb.
And he's running a Clarity here against the mana burn. That's quite nice. Do we have tier 2 buildings already? No, we have a Shredder for this. And apart from that, only the second hero, Foggy on the other side, is expanding now. This was exactly what Check was expecting before. And that's why he went for that Tele Staff, which kind of failed. He ran into the void and accomplished nothing. But alright, Foggy is getting more experience on Check's side of the map. So how can the Korean respond now?
Trying to look for some kills with the strong Demon Hunter and the slowdown from the cold arrows. He could find some archers. Only gonna get Treant though now. Once again, Entangle Acid Bomb hitting him. But again, only level 1 Entangle. It doesn't last that long. So he will be able to fall back. It's hitting daytime soon. No more Moonwell regen very soon.
Speaking of Moonwells, Check forgot his next Moonwell. He's stuck at 40 now.
Oh, for a long time.
And this takes quite some time. Also, he can go for items now, of course, to spend his money that way, but Foggy, he has the Moonwell already. He has the Engine of War coming up. He can go to 50 supply easily. And how do you want to push this expansion with the Demon Hunter Naga combo and only 40 supply?
And 4 supply of that stuck in the main with the Shredder. Oh, never mind, he's coming in now. Of course, he lost many Wisps earlier on. The Shredder was supposed to help with the lumber, and that he did. And now actually Check is finding a beautiful timing, coming in with the Creep Jack into the back, and Foggy gets a TP out of this. Big item is grabbed up from the Golem. Only 1 archer will die in the end, and level 3 has been reached, and the greater mana for the Keeper, exactly what he was hoping for.
Yeah. Against this Demon Hunter, a tremendous item, of course. If you get burned, you just pop the potion, and then you keep on entangling and keep on summoning Treants, who are so good with their normal damage against the medium armor archer. Goblin Shredder still in the fight. Foggy has none of them. Here we go. Entangle on the Demon Hunter, trying to chase him away. But there's a potion on him as well. No staff, though.
Wiz coming in for the detonate. One of them getting used. And the Shredder here putting in plenty of normal damage.
Kills indeed. Alchemist is coming back now. The Keeper is in a world of trouble, blocking himself.
Oh.
The staff is on the Keeper. Demon Hunter is chasing. This could be the first kill with the mana burn.
Oh.
Strong play by Check.
Massive mistake by Foggy. Blocked himself with the tree in there for a solid 4 or 5 seconds. Having lost that TP earlier. Oh my, that was a massive blunder. If that doesn't happen, this Expo should be coming up pretty safe. He could continue to pressure the map perhaps, but with that, looking dangerous. But then again, does Check know there's an expansion?
I'm not too sure.
I think the Tree of Life was already eating his way into the forest.
No, he was standing here.
Okay.
So maybe he does know. Check is going tier 3 plus the Hunter's Hall. There's going to be a lot of upgrades. Foggy has a Hunter's Hall as well, but no tier 3 started. But he has the upside of an expansion running for him. So there is a timer on Check, that's for sure. He's claiming the shop for him.
And there's still an Invul in there. Invul's so important.
Yeah.
I think that was also a bit of a mistake there by Foggy not to claim it, but he's really low on resources right now. Still struggling to get up to 50 with those mass archers. Mass archers we've been seeing more and more in the Night of Mirror recently.
Alchemist level 3, level 2 acid bomb, really good.
Yes,
Against
exactly.
these archers who are at 0 armor, so you drop them down to 4. That's quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Check Shredder at home. Is he a lore now? Is he going into Mountain Giants with that? Like tier 3 MGs?
I think so.
I think so too. And he's cleaning his own expansion with the option to counter-expand, of course. Greater mana for him as well. Not as good as it was for Foggy, as you don't really rely too much on mana with your heroes here. It's good for some Fork Lightnings on the Naga, but not game-winning, most likely.
A level 4 now for the demon. He's very close.
That's such a big upgrade. You get evasion level 2, 20% miss chances, a lot. So how many artists do we have? Like 10? So 2 of them are missing all the time.
Acid bomb coming in. Actually only hitting a single unit. That is a rare sight indeed. But
Still no
only
staff on check side, man. I don't understand these Niders not going for the staff, man. I can't put it otherwise. Like, why? It's so cheap, it's so good.
Oh, he's going bears, not MGs.
Ooh, that's of course a lot of damage and also healing on his Demon Hunter, who is still the carry. If Foggy is not bringing in Wisps, that's certainly a problem. 2 archers, 3 archers low, acid bomb hits nicely, breaks the Sentangle early with with an Invo Potion.
Invul and anti-magic, actually. That was a little overkill. Did not need to go for both of these, but okay, he did. Demon still dropping lower, though. Ah, that's why he's going bears, of course. I forgot about the Reju.
Yeah.
The Reju obviously is going to be a massive help. Some items being sold here by Check. Another health potion for him. He doesn't have the bear yet. He went for the master training before the first actual druid coming out. So he has to wait a little bit longer for the heal.
The Engine of War is coming, but slowly. This is just 2 armor, so of course the indicator for no Nature's Blessing. Foggy is adding Huntresses and Talons.
Bears,
I like that.
Bears versus Talons, dude, like in the old day.
Oh, 3 archers about to die here. Chemical Rage slows him down. Nice move by Check so far. Slows him again. Now here's the kill. But plenty of damage on this Alchemist. Blocks him with a Naga again. Is there a Fork Lightning for him? There we go. And the Alchemist dies. Foggy in trouble once more. Check. Can you heal your Demon Hunter? Yes, you can with a potion. Now the Huntress is falling. And now he's on the prowl for this Keeper. Is there the spell? Oh, all of a sudden this Demon Hunter is in trouble. Only 70 HP. But Rejuvenation and no Dispel.
Yeah, this Demon Hunter is such a carry now. Moving forward still, looking for more kills. The Naga with a chase down there with the cold arrows, at least some of them. A Dryad now coming in. Foggy seems to be going for the full tech tree. Adding one of each unit. Losing that Alchemist earlier. So painful because it wasn't necessary. The item we just saw, the staff, was ready. Also a heal scroll. Foggy certainly showing some sloppiness here so far in this game.
And he's breaking upkeep with that expansion. He's gonna have a little bigger of an army. Alchemist only coming back now 1/3. Of course it was level 3, that takes forever. Check now with the first bear. We called them siege bears before. Second one is coming. Of course their damage got reduced, but they're still pretty powerful. Taking out the shop before this roar being used for the first time. He's like 3 different production buildings, man. This is so rare to see.
Boy coming in again, getting at least 1 archer. He's not really close to level ups though. This keeper's actually barely level 3 only still. Going for the surround attempt. Is that the greatest idea? And he doesn't quite get it. There's so much Reju here. I'm not sure you can kill him.
The deforestation, man, he's regretting that now to have used the summons here because it opened the path for the Demon Hunter, nice staff, to get out of that position. Otherwise he would have been stuck there and most likely killed because Check still doesn't have a staff. We get more and more Dryads. The Talons, of course, nice for a little scouting, and if you want the hero focus, you can apply Fairy Fire and Acid Bomb and Entangle. That is -8 armor at the moment. That is so much.
He's starting to go for the spell though, going for Abolish for those Dryads. Does Check now. Doesn't have too much supply open though if he doesn't want to go into upkeep. But he's got a strong army. He's got really strong heroes. He's almost got 5-4 hero levels, which is absolutely tremendous. But Foggy's got the expansion. It's kind of mass versus class, as we see so often in Warcraft. With Check with a superior tech and heroes.
He's going Dryads now as well for the spell. Good against the Treants, of course. Good against Fairy Fire. Double heal scroll on Foggy's side. That can be incredibly important. We have a Invo Potion and the Anti-Magic Potion on
Check.
the Demon Hunter once more.
Check has to bring Wisps. This is too many Treants.
Absolutely. Only one Dryad. Not having the Shredder here also hurts.
Nice illusion positioning here. Backs up his creeping. Sees where Foggy is, and he's gonna fall for the bait.
Fairy Fire, Acid Bomb, and Entangle on the illusion.
Yep.
That was such a waste of mana.
Still got more though. At least the keeper here has more spells to use. Foggy going up to 69 supply now. Check himself going into upkeep. At 54, the real Demon Hunter reveals himself with the mana burn, and suddenly Foggy's dry on mana. Once again getting out of the entangle with the anti-magic. It gets dispelled, but it did what it was supposed to. Bears in the front, the one in the middle of everything is dropping very low, and there's is a staff now finally for Check.
Was about to say the same, but nope. Raw being applied once more. Foggy, no Wisp here for the AoE detonate. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. So much more damage, and he's using that immediately on the Alchemist, switching to the back line again. But that Alchemist gotta be careful. Check is dropping in supply to 45, and now the Demon Hunter's in trouble. Has one more invul, but apart from that, no healing. Naga level 4 and a bit dry on mana, but there's a Fog Lightning soon. Holy cow, that damage! Once the Fairy Fire is up.
New bears coming in. The Reju does this get... Oh, it's so quick with the Dispel on the Dryad.
Super
That was so important. With that, the demon can't go back into this fight. Otherwise, he could have run rampant. But there's more rejuvenation. One at least.
Expo is running for Foggy. He can keep that up. He can go into upkeep right away. He's
he lost
sitting on
so much.
700 gold at the moment.
He lost a lot of supply. He lost 20 supply. And I think, check, what did he lose? 2 bears?
That was quite a bit. He was at like 40 at a time. He was just faster to reproduce stuff. Alchemist at the shop now, still at 50, 54 supply. Double Engine of War, man. What a weird production scenario for Foggy. Double AOW, Engine of Wind, and the Engine of Lore, man. Okay, Check is pushing this again. Again anti-magic. Again the invul. And again no wisps, right? Nope.
But somehow these streams aren't even so threatening. Check is with a supply. He was, for a moment, with a supply advantage. It's dead even in terms of supply. Not what Foggy wants. He's got the worst army. He needs to have the bigger army.
One bear is not in master form. Can apply reju, but there's of course Dispel aiming for the Naga immediately. Where's the Dispel? Not as quick as last time, but there we go. Demon Hunter in the front line. Oh, the Alchemist is actually chasing. There's nothing on this Naga. Needs to get in range, but there's Entangle on the Demon. Can't step out though. And now it's solo experience from the Demon Hunter. He's not that far away from level 6. Mana burn on the Keeper once again, so there's no Entangle. Alchemist has to heal himself up with a heal scroll. Saves him for now, and the protection scroll as well. Wisps are absolutely necessary for Check in this fight. Can he get the Alchemist? No, he can't. Staffed out once again. All the talents almost dead. Can he save that bear again? Nope.
It's almost Superman time. Look at the demon's experience. He needs one more kill. There we go. Metamorphosis. He was waiting for it, dude.
Superman has arrived, and now we have range, we have chaos, we have a little bit of AoE, and of course Fog Lightning to provide even more damage. Check with the ultimate, level 4 on the Alchemist, but what does it do? This Demon Hunter is killing Foggy's entire army.
Yeah, the Naga now even level 5, but it seems like he only needs the demon here. Foggy falling back to his Moonwell, which are completely dry. And the Fog Lightning gets the hero kill on the Keeper again. And this is looking like it's it, isn't it? He does have the expansion, but somehow still down to 29 only. Alchemist getting focused next. Heal potion saves him. He needs a Zeppelin to get away from this crazy Superman.
But for how long, man? Naga and Demon Hunter can both attack air. Crazy Zeppelin Micro has saved games already, but he needs it now. Oh boy, he's actually chasing. If he gets this Naga, staff out. Metamorphosis is over. Foggy survived the ultimate, is still mining from 2 bases. He's not tapping out yet.
Holding on to this Alchemist here. Oh, but this demon. Jesus Christ. So strong. Keeper. GG.
Whoa! Foggy losing the first game. The big surprise again in the opening match of this quarterfinal. Enter defeating Hawk was already a surprise, and now this. But typical Foggy fashion, starting slow into a series. Every time.
And yeah, also classic Foggy. Like, I think the game plan looked really solid. He had a cool idea with the shop in the middle, going for the hero kill, getting some space with that, and then going for the later expansion. But then again, the instant attack into all the wisps, was that the right call?
I'm not too sure.
Gave the demon such an
Feels
easy
like
level
it didn't
3.
accomplish too much. Yeah, it gave him level 3. His keeper was kind of like staying behind in levels for a long time. Level 3 was kind of late even. And yeah, Demon Hunter was a really strong pick here this time by Check. Disabled a lot and put in the damage. That was really good.
And Foggy was pretty sloppy there with a lot of hero losses. There was certainly room for improvement still for Foggy, but yeah.
Yeah, he needs to step up his game now. But he usually does. But what does it tell about Check, this game? We were questioning him. How good is he really? Were there too many mistakes from his side?
Not really, I wouldn't say so.
Late staff, of course, but that's about it, I guess.
Yeah, it looked pretty solid. It looked also really old school. It was Demon, Naga, Archers and Bears. Later on, a few Dryads. I think, though, Foggy was doing him a lot of favors. Check was looking good in that game, but he was not going up against an opponent who was as strong as he was supposed to be.
But he punished those mistakes very convincingly, I think. He was up against an expansion the entire time, didn't really do too much, always kept Foggy low at like 55 supply. There was never this 70 supply overwhelming army, despite having 4 production buildings at the same time. So I think the amount of aggression from Check was really well chosen. Retreating, of course, a little to heal up at Moonwells, using Reju at the right time. Also going for Bears. I really like that move. Not going blindly into Mountain Giants, which seems to be the counter for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bears, good call.
Yeah, I think for the Demon, that's absolutely the right call. And we head into our second game. Before, though, we see the players again.
Foggy on the left is under a little bit of pressure now. Check, calm and cool as always. The first mTw player has already made it into the semifinals. Lucifer is there already. So if Check continues this, it could be 3 mTw players in the top 4 already. Check with the lead in the blue. Decides to go for a keeper this time. Foggy goes with him.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a choice on LR. As we said earlier, Demon relies on his level 3 in a timely manner. Doesn't have to be super quick, but has to be, somewhat reliably in the mid-game. That's not really possible here. It's really hard to creep without an Ancient of War, but the Keeper has summons. The Keeper can pretty much creep up anywhere.
It's gonna be an interesting dynamic, though. Usually if you go for the Keeper and back it up with the Alchemist, you own the middle of Last Refuge. Now, both will most likely have that combo.
Yeah.
So one of them will most likely get 2 consumables. That could be a very, very game-deciding moment later in the game.
Absolutely. And there you have to make a consideration, right? Foggy is a player who loves fast expansions, but in the mirror, do you really want to delay your tier 2? Do you want to delay your second hero when it's so good? Perhaps you could still go for a later expansion. I would expect a fast tech here, certainly. Starting off with a circlet is Foggy.
Claws for Check.
Claws for Check. Oh, for the early game trading, that is certainly very nice and will continue to be strong throughout all stages. No Ancient of War denies this time. Already a better start here for Foggy.
Yeah, it's baffling how this constantly happens to him. Like, nice detonate by Check there. No experience or no additional experience for Foggy. Yeah, he just happens to him. I don't know, man.
Foggy creeping up the natural here pretty quickly, despite knowing the opposing Keeper's movement. Treants now being summoned. Check is kind of playing the game that Foggy was playing earlier on, and now Foggy has to juggle the Wisps as best he can. 2 Treants already in the main, more will be spawned, but not level 2 on the Keeper for Check. No mana items either, so he doesn't have that many summons. He's gonna have 1 more right here, but then perhaps after that Foggy is gonna be able to come back to defend right away.
Yeah.
And he's saving all the Wisps, right? I don't think he lost a single one in the main so far.
No, I don't think so either. Let's check the experience. I think he got 0. Here's the first one. He needs 1 more for level 2 and Entangle. Check the scouting the Wisp movement here. Could be a last hit or...
Oh, that was half a second. Whew.
Did he get it though?
No, he didn't get it.
Okay, yeah, that's no level 2 here, but there we go. And that means Entangle on both sides though.
Gets another Wisp. Detonate, however. I think a total of 3 Wisp kills here so far. And Foggy is feeling it. Lumber-wise, he's way down compared to Check.
Yeah, 230 difference. Check has started the tech already. Foggy is ahead even. What a scrappy game, man. This is all over the place.
And there we go, Entangle. He doesn't get the experience, but he gets another wisp out of him. So how many does he have left on Lumber? There's 2 at the natural, and there's 1 in the south. He's only got 3 Lumber wisps. Oh my god, that's like nothing.
1 Moonwell still, so 4.
Oh yeah.
But he needs that for upgrades and like tier 2 stuff. And
they can't go for lures. There's no room here for hunters.
No, not at all.
Okay, so he's forcing him into archers, basically, which isn't that painful. We see that pretty much all the time. Expansion coming up. Did the wisp see it?
Not sure.
I'm not sure. He doesn't have ultra vision, so he's still punished by nighttime vision range. He may not have seen it, but it's a fairly predictable play. We see this all the time. Tree of Life here in the Night of Mirror. And the Keepers now. Level almost 3 for Check. Foggy does have level 3.
But the big camp is still up for Check. He knows that his early was pretty damn good with that harass. Quite surprising how calm and collected and he is and how good his decision making seems to be.
Yeah. Foggy makes it first to the tavern though. He's almost got the resources for the Alchemist.
Oh, that's big.
Has to wait a couple more seconds.
There we go. Must be Alchemist again.
Needs more lumber. 135.
Ooh, that takes some time. Maybe Check. Yeah, Check is the first one with an Alchemist.
Oh man, that's the lumber, guys. That's the lumber right there.
He could surround this Alchemist, but he's not looking. There we go. With Entangle, but he's just walking out of there. There's no mana anymore.
He didn't actually surround him?
Nope.
That was super easy. He was like right against the trees. There would have been a staff anyways, I guess. Love the shot positioning, by the way. Here comes the Alchemist now. Alright, Keepers on both sides. Level 3, but low mana. Foggy looking for the cancel, but if he commits to it, perhaps all of his archers are gonna die in the process.
This acid bomb was really nice, and there's still damage from the creep, so Foggy looking to be in a good situation. But can he break this expansion? He's not counter-expanding on the back of this attack. Trying to deal damage to the archers. Is it in time? He's right-clicking a lot. 6 archers has to go into Shadow Melt. The Berserker taken out immediately. That was a big... Oh, but he got the damage nevertheless and kills his expansion. And that was a big investment by Check.
One more wisp coming in. Oh, the archers, man, they're starting to fall like flies. There might be a reveal as well for Foggy if he sends something to the laboratory. Only for... actually, Check saving them on low HP here really well.
Oh, Keeper has to TP out. Good timing by Foggy at the end. Getting the expansion and the town portal and quite some kills.
Oh man, those archers.
Yo, he needs...
That was nice by Check.
Yeah, but... Okay, he's heating them up now. 2 of them can't really, but...
But once again, it's almost daytime, guys. Moon Juice is a very big deal. Yep. And Foggy is full to the brim.
And no Moonstone. Can't go for that. Needs a new shop. Man, Foggy is looking really good this game now. This attack kind of saved him here.
Yeah, swinging back. The early game was looking a little troublesome there, losing so many of the wisps. But knowing his strength, knowing his timing, canceling the expo. Not finding too many archer kills in the end. But what's the recovery gonna look like? How's Check gonna sustain now in this mid game? No Moon Juice.
And again, a late Moonwell, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, he's rebuilding the tree, so that will get him back to 50. Foggy is expanding now as well, so both have the same idea, but of course Check did that already, and that cost him. Next time, he will see the attack coming, thanks to the sentry wards. No TP on him. Poison Ivy, always a possibility.
Wisp once again coming in here for the detonates, but only for Foggy. Check sometimes seems to be a little bit slow with this. Going for the Keeper right here, but only level 1 out. Oh, still dropping lower, still dropping lower. The Rune Bracer is not protecting him too well, I guess. Who got the item?
Check got the experience, but Foggy... Oh, no, wait.
He got the item. It's the greater mana.
Okay, nice.
For Check. Remainder of the camp goes to Foggy. It's gonna be level 2 Alchemist, or at least very close. And Telestaff, Foggy's favorite item, the Keeper. Where's he going? Towards the expansion, trying for the cancel. And I think it should be good enough.
Treants, is that enough? I can summon more, of course.
And where are the wisps? I keep on yelling this over and over. You have to put wisps there. But like that, it's an easy cancel.
The old caster screaming at clouds. That's Remo. Nobody's listening. 2 of experience for Check as well.
And a greater healing. Also very good find.
And
he
the heal
sold the greater mana.
Okay, for the heal scroll. He has 600 gold now at 37 supply.
It's like a cardinal sin when you're playing the keeper. What?
You should go over and tell him after the game.
Yeah, because I know so much better than him.
Yeah, and then he's like 2-0 and you come into that room. What the hell are you doing, Check?
At the moment, he's looking to cancel his expansion attempt of Foggy. Mercenaries trying to keep it safe here, trying to buy time for the rest of the army to swoop in for Foggy, but it's a little bit late. One archer will die quickly. He trades it, though. We have 38 supply for Check. 37 now as he loses the Mauler is Foggy, but he has the Wisp advantage here, perhaps.
So many kills across this entire game, like both staying below 40.
Oh.
It's pretty crazy.
The archer for Foggy are fighting the creeps. They're on A click and he didn't realize.
We lost one as well and missed the damage.
Oh,
Making
my
up for
God.
this mistake now. Check building a shop here since he seems to have so much time.
Foggy, man, he's continuing to make a few unnecessary errors. Going to the Merc camp, going for a new Berserker. Doesn't have to worry about Entangle at the moment, but there's still Wisps here ready for the detonates. Doesn't even have to pop them up. Going in now. And mass Wisps coming in for Foggy as well, for some detonates, but also for the income from the expansion. And now kind of a surround on this army of Checks. Heal Scroll being used though, and now everything's healthy again. Level 3 Alchemist is putting in the DPS here for Check. And he still has the superior ranged army count.
Alchemist still in range. Both are dropping fairly low. Foggy is establishing a shop now. Berserker about to fall, but disengaging before taking more losses. Equal supply.
Alchemist!
Oh, what's
One
he
step
doing
too
there?
far! He's trying to block the way so he can't transfer the item, but he gets the heal potion, which was such a good find earlier on. Saves his life. Neither of these players... No, wait, actually, Foggy does have a TP. But no TP for Check. He has to be so careful with his heroes.
Alchemist is low. There's no Entangle anymore to save anything. And no heal scroll anymore.
All of these
Berserker
heroes.
safe. So that means the staff is on cooldown. Can he go for another nuke? Doesn't seem like it.
Big kills by Check. 2 archers and a Berserker here in quick succession. Foggy perhaps may have been looking somewhere else. That was a little sloppy again, I'm afraid to say, but it's true. He's gonna get 1 kill here at least, thanks to the Entangle, which was getting ready again. And he's got the Mud Golem now. The slow coming in is such a big help.
Yeah, he has to run away. Check can't stay in this anymore. Foggy's expansion is up. He's getting, okay, Check is entangling a Wisp here, so it can't detonate. Oop, down. Check's expansion only at 70%. He needs 1 minute for the Entangle as well. So Foggy's getting a lot of resources now at 42 supply. No second engine of war though, so only 1 production building.
And I'm so amazed that Check didn't just make it through the daytime, but kind of traded favorably.
Yeah.
Can't believe that with that Moonwell disadvantage, he made this work so well. Foggy now, with plenty of resources from this new base, is investing heavily into consumables. 2 clarities on the Keeper and a mana potion. Does that signify that he wants to go for a push here soon?
Looks like it. He also is getting most likely more mercenaries. Oh, Hunter's Hall and second engine of war. Okay. Is it Glaive Thrower time? We've seen this unit in a lot of Night Elf Mirrors recently for the big damage. Check is making his way over at 50%. Has heal potions on both heroes. Could be a big acid bomb right there. Level 3 on the Alchemist.
Finally. Took him quite a while. He's certainly pretty far behind Check in that regard, who's getting closer here to level 4 on the Alch, and level 5 on the Keeper as well. Remember, no TPs here, but there are heal potions. They will help him out a little bit, and Foggy is swooping in from all angles. Here we go, mass Treants against and mass archers on both sides.
Good detonates though. Treants are fighting each other, so that's a good distraction. Check is losing the Mauler here pretty easily. No staff used on him. Could have been saved, but of course you want to save it for your heroes. Entangle again. Use the potion to stay in this fight. The acid bomb was gigantic. Level 5 and 4 now. 2 hero levels advantage for Check. Can he close this one now?
But Foggy's right next to the shop. So much more mana for him. Clarity is running. Mana potions, everything. But no more archers, it feels like. He's got a few left, but there's Treants swooping in from every angle here. We have Treants en masse, especially from Check. Mana potion used, going for the hero kill. Can he get this one? Alchemist dropping low, but the next heal potion being used, being transferred and saving his life. But now, no more heal pots. Staff has to be used, and Check has to fall back.
Held on for this so such a long time, but there's one more Entangle. There's the block, there's the damage. Oh, there's actually not a block. The doesn't get the Alchemist in front. Could have been a hero kill right there. He gets 2 more archers most likely. Foggy, everything is red.
This Treant, hero Treant left behind, killing 2 archers here, possibly, almost.
No. He was in the Bermuda Triangle of archers and getting killed in the end. This archer as well.
It's easy for us to point out, like, when something dies off to the side there, but it's so hard to keep an overview of everything that's happening.
Like, since this game started, the fights are all over the place.
Exactly. There's like 3 screens you have to look at the same time. Multitasking here. Very hard to handle for these two. Hero levels still advantage for Check.
Foggy is going tier 3. Check's not following him.
Oh, we know what that means. Your favorite upgrade, Neo.
Marksmanship, of course. Red spot here, Cloak of Flames. Decent for the Alchemist if he's in range of some stuff. Not the ideal one, of course. No command aura, no endurance aura. This level 5 keeper could make a big difference. Could Foggy catch up? Yes, he did.
Dude,
Who's getting Tranquility faster?
This is such a brawl of a game. It's like a bare-knuckle box fight. These guys are not backing down. Especially Check here seems bloodthirsty once again, fighting into the opponent's expansion with quick reinforcements and with the shop there. That is a disadvantage for him in and of itself, but he's still taking this battle. Again, mass wisp detonates coming in, but the Treant's still being summoned in the back. Archers dying quickly on both sides.
The keeper may be a little too far forward. So much damage on him, and Entangle as well. Maybe needs the Invul Potion. He used the first one already. Okay, he's countering here. Is there something for Foggy to save this Alchemist? Yes! Beam me up, Scotty. We do have quite a few Treants remaining, especially for Check. And Foggy is losing 1 billion archers, what it feels like.
Yeah, he is down in supply now, 43 against the 49 of Check. But
didn't kill too much.
Tier 3 is about to complete
but
half minute or so.
There's like a 50% experience advantage on this keeper, and you know what that means. Tranquility forever.
And also with his aggressive movement from Check throughout the last 5 minutes, he's always been able to get to the merchants to buy the next consumables, heal scrolls, invuls, over and over. And with that has been trading favorably, has been exchanging money, gold basically from those items into an experience advantage. Level 4 now finally for Foggy.
Question is, will tier 3 tip the scales in Foggy's favor?
The archers are soon going to be so imbalanced between the two players here.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have 2-1 plus marksmanship against just straight up 0-0 vanilla archers from Check. But he's going into upkeep. He may be able to hit a timing before Foggy hits his power spike.
It's mass versus class for sure. Level 5-5 though. Alchemist for Foggy needs one entire level. 500 experience advantage on the second hero, plus the advantage on the first hero as well.
There it is, marksmanship coming in.
Alright.
Halfway done. Second attack upgrade as well. Foggy's gonna have way more damage from his archers, but he's down by 8 supply.
Can marksmanship make up for it, is the question. And the shop. And a lot of Treants. Entangle on the Alchemist again. Can he block this time? Now there's a TP for once. And a big acid bomb in the backline again. Check is bringing in the Wisp. Not detonating here. Oh, he could hit both heroes actually for the mana burn. Not really connecting.
Big acid bomb there once again. But of course, Check. Oh, he's so close to level 6. He needs a few more kills.
Denies the archers to not get him level 6 here. Big acid bomb again. This has to be the kills, man. Oh, one more. There he is. Tranquility. And there we go. He can fight. Oh, actually losing an archer during that. Maybe he was out of range.
Alchemist in the middle of everything. Check has to be careful. There is no Entangle at the moment, but here comes the mana potion. Entangle coming in against the Keeper, however. And the TP out from the Alch as another big acid bomb hits.
Foggy holds again.
Ooh, but down to 36 against 46.
Now we have marksmanship. 3-1 in the making. Look at this damage difference on the archers, man. So sick. Not even... Is he tier 3 now? No. Check is still on tier 2.
But 5.5 on his Alchemist, dude. He has run away in experience so hard.
But, like, in this game, the ultimate of the Alchemist doesn't do too much transmute on archers. Like, okay, you get 150 gold or something. I mean, it's still good, don't get me wrong. It's like you get 150 gold for free and you kill a unit instantly. It's still a crazy good ultimate, but it's not as good as it is against, for example, a Frostworm or a Mountain Giant or whatever.
It kind of feels like Check needs to finish off this game, though, before Foggy gets Tranquility. If he gets his own ultimate, backed up by those archers, I don't know how Check can stay in this anymore. He's getting his own upgrades, though. 1-1, is he going tier 3? He's not, doesn't really have the lumber for this, and by now it might be too late, and Foggy continues creeping. Getting his level 5 Alchemist right here. Another big damage increase.
Foggy is, Check is banging his head against Foggy's front door over and over again, but no one's opening this far.
Once again, the Merchant, once again with a heal scroll. Yeah. And the invul, 61 supply of Check, barreling down against Foggy's 55. But 3-1 done on the archers. Max damage now, 23 to 31.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's a lot. So, more big detonates here against the tree, and that was a lot of experience.
And mana especially. Foggy has barely anything left on the Alchemist, whereas for Check's Alch, he has plenty of mana still for more and more Acid Bomb. And if you use the mana potion, you can go for Tranquility as well, but of course you want to hold on to the right time. Heal scroll coming in for all of the archers. Alch for Foggy, dropping lower. Archers dying on both sides. Treants to the south can't be getting dispelled anymore for Foggy. This Treant flank is really effective.
So much damage, he can't heal or staff against that, really. It's like the Raiders when they wanted to find the talents back then in a little arc. I really like that. Dispel again. Foggy's so good with the Wisp in this game. And now we have Tranquility. And now everything is healed back up except the Alchemist who needs it the most, I guess.
Another Acid Bomb here hitting the archers. One of them should be falling to that one at least. And I think Foggy has weathered the storm.
I think so.
After like, what was it, 3-4 waves of massive attacks?
Yeah, Check was throwing everything at him. But didn't break through yet, so what's he doing now?
He's going
he
tier 3.
needs tier 3, right? Yeah, okay, he started it as well.
Oh boy, that's late though. That is extremely late.
We can, he's also a little low on lumber.
Main gold mines just expired. Both players down to 1 base. Foggy is setting up a third, actually.
Both have Nature's Blessing. Okay, he is expanding in the upper left, and is he going down to the bottom right? No, he keeps the tree here for safety reasons, I guess.
Foggy with a supply lead for the first time in what feels forever.
And heal scroll and invul potion. The rebound is coming.
Foggy backing up a little bit, going through this funnel here between the two forests. Isn't the greatest position, but now he's pushing through it and making the funnel a little bit wider with more and more treants coming in. But now home field advantage for Check, but of course with a smaller army.
But Moonjuice, but Chop, but also lower hero levels. Tranquility very early, going in, lots of detonates here. Check needs a mana potion.
Acid Bomb hitting plenty of those archers right there on both sides, really. Making good use of the shop now. Clarities for Check. And here comes the Tranquility.
That was important. So much healing again. Acid Bomb into the Wisps, and only the staff here. Foggy can still leave this, and it's all time for his expansion in the upper left. Very smart play by Foggy this time. Seems like he found what he was looking for in game number 1. Oh, Entangle here, big Acid Bomb, no staff in the meantime. Where's the keeper?
Oh.
There he comes.
Was actually surrounded against a little rock in the river there.
Check is not catching up in upgrades. He got still 1-1, no marksmanship. Now tier 3 is done, but Foggy's expansion is up as well.
Yep. And 1 kill away from level 6 Alchemist. As you correctly said, not as good against archers as against many other units, but still not bad.
It's almost a free invul potion or a heal potion or something. So if you view it in that regard, it's of course a good idea.
And the expansion, the next one for Foggy, about to start mining here in half a minute. Check not in a position to do so as well. He's getting pressured again. Keeper was very far forward there, but the Acid Bomb Entangle doesn't hit him too badly. Somehow there's still null creeps over here.
Level 6 now for Check on this Alchemist. He's the first one to reach Transmute. Also not the biggest cooldown, also not the biggest mana cost. You can just spam that, and he's doing exactly that. Zap!
Alright.
Midas Hand.
3 ultimates already so far, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a 4th one soon. casual tranquility, healing up these archers again.
They take this long distance. These cooldowns are very, very low, so you can basically spam both of the ultimates. No one crept the Lord here. If that's a mana flute, mana bong, that would be a big advantage. But okay, Foggy continues the siege and checks all this expansion, counters it with an engine of war. That will take some time though.
Going for the Moonwells now is Foggy, trying a different avenue of approach. So far, the home field advantage has been pretty good for both these guys. But here comes level 6 now for the Alchemist of Foggy. Here comes Transmute immediately onto one of those archers.
600 gold for him. Another one from the side of Check. When will they ever run out of gold?
Oh, Alchemist.
Oh, what's he doing there?
Oh.
The keeper, I mean.
Had to go for the invul potion. With that, remains safe, but the invul's gone now. But the Alchemist now truly in danger, getting blocked.
The block by Foggy. Sweet move, the Wisps. Can't block that one. Tranquility also too late, so no acid bomb anymore. No transmute anymore, and he is on the receiving end. With the keeper as well. Calls for the GG. And Foggy equalizes the series.
Well done. Under quite a bit of pressure in that game, especially in the very early stages, losing all those wisps. Swimming back pretty strongly there by canceling the expansion. But that was a cool game.
Yeah.
It swang back and forth over and over.
It was, in the end, the tier 3 tech surviving so long that the tier 3 tech paid off.
Absolutely.
With all the upgrades, marksmanship, so much stuff.
Check was so close to it, though.
Yeah.
He was like a hair away from breaking this expansion.
But he never really did damage to the tree, didn't he?
No, that's true. He didn't. But I mean, if you just eliminate the army, after that you can swoop in and take out the infrastructure behind. I really love the shop positioning at the expansion there. That gave him so much more mana with those clarities. And of course the Wisps always nearby. Wisp usage though was really good by both players. Like not like
way better than on Amazonia in the first game. They were basically there all the time, and then of course kind of a game-winning move even with the Wisps at the end, blocking the Alchemist and then getting the kill. It's pretty sweet, man. Foggy absolutely stepping it up. The longer the series goes, the better and better and better he gets. Barely any mistakes at the end anymore, I feel.
Yeah, true.
In the beginning, they still
running into the creeps and
running
stuff.
into the creeps, not fighting with the archers, you know.
Yep.
Maybe he just wants to make it a little more difficult for himself.
He is warming up, as it seems. My computer has some issues here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we're looking for the next game, which will be coming up. The players are hosting it themselves with LAN conditions here. Game is up already, so map 3 will determine who's gonna get the first match points in the second quarterfinal. This must look so stupid now, but alright, whatever. This is of course all possible thanks to mTw. There is a public screening here as well, like 5 meters away from the studio at the Horus restaurant, so there's still 1.5 more series. If you're in Berlin, come along. Do you know the address again by any chance?
It's Kiefolzstraße 1, right?
Yeah, 1. Maybe for the international
1.
audience.
1. I was just down there earlier, talked to some of the guys. Nice group of blokes. I brought down some excellent Back to Warcraft shirts. If you make it here, perhaps you're going to be lucky as well and receive one of those.
We have plenty left, so come along. Let's have a tea together or whatever. And just have a chat. And not only like Twitch chat, but like actual chat. Taker is here as well. We're waiting for Foggy at the moment. Maybe he's analyzing the replay once again. Check is already in. Of course, the winner of the series will face Hawk tomorrow in the best of 5 semi-final.
Did you hear what Hawk said in the interview, by the way?
No, unfortunately not.
He said, I asked him about what he thinks of his chances against the players, and he didn't even answer about Check. Maybe he thinks he's not going to make it. But he said against Foggy, he thinks he's got a 70% chance to win. He's feeling very confident, as it seems.
Hawk's really good in this matchup, man.
Yeah.
That's just so admirable because humans were suffering a lot in this matchup, let's be fair. Like the last WGL, a lot of human players were switching to Night Elves, of course, and it seemed overwhelming. Hawk was one of the first players to get close to a solution in that matchup. Those ideas then being picked up by TH, who then defeated Moon finally as the big boss at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, certainly a Hawk and Influencer in this matchup and one of the strongest players in this matchup. So good grit for him, I guess.
Yeah. That game against Lolite still at WGL. Half a year ago now. That was so epic. We were losing our minds. That was the first game of that tournament, which was going completely nuts.
Absolutely.
That was so much fun.
We've also seen great games in the qualifiers that we have. Thorzan versus Foggy comes to mind, that series. Pretty crazy, man. So we're still waiting for Foggy. Maybe we can take a look into the players' booth, what they are doing there. Maybe Foggy stepped aside for a second. Ooh, I got kicked. Ah, game was closed. So, yeah, later today, the main event today. Again, an mTw player, that will be Cash, against Happy. Maybe the strongest undead in the world. He has to prove himself in offline tournaments. Last time when he was in an offline tournament, we already said, man, this is his big challenge. And then he lost to Lin at the end after defeating him quite a bit on Nettie's ladder.
Yeah. My computer at the moment is on strike, so I think we can go like this.
We cuddle a little.
Yeah.
Watch on one screen. All right, let's go. We see the players one more. They are ready. And that should mean that we are ready as well. 1-1. Foggy tied up the series. 2 more to go for both of these players.
All right. On one of Foggy's favorite maps, I think. It's a big one. It's got a Merc camp. It's a good expansion map. That's exactly what I want.
Made for Foggy, indeed. So, here we are in game with the 1-1 now. With the 1-1 now. Foggy in the red. Check in the blue, spawning in the upper left. So, is it going to be a Demon Hunter play again, or will we see a Keeper this time? Terranos Stand may be one of the few maps where we see a Demon Hunter. We see this from live a couple of times, and colorful. So maybe Check will go back to the hero that won him the first game, to the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, could absolutely see this. Like, this is one of the best maps to do it on. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it.
All right. Take a bet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the winner...
2 boys.
The winner pays the first beer tonight.
All right.
All right. So I say no Demon Hunter. You say Demon Hunter.
Yeah. If Foggy goes for a demon now, he's totally going to surprise us, but
yeah,
that's very unlikely.
Should just be.
I haven't seen Foggy play demon.
Damn it! All right.
Got him.
Good for everyone but me, I would say. Demon Hunter it is against the Keeper. So the same matchup that we had on map number 1. Check, of course, using the Demon Hunter for 15, 16 years or something. And he's going back to that. Maybe he never, he kind of missed the switch to the Keeper. Because when the Keeper became big, he was on hiatus. So maybe at the start he was playing it a little, but everyone else should be a lot more familiar with the Keeper than Check is.
That's true. But judging from last game, it looked like he's certainly capable of playing a good Keeper of the Grove. That was by no means a bad performance. It was a really good game, man. I enjoyed that a lot. That was super close. Is this going to turn into a similar game as well? This is kind of like what the meta is mostly looking like at the moment, right? We have a lot of archers in the early and even more later, and then even more and more and more, and a lot of Alchemist Keeper. But yeah, here it's not going to be the case. So, are we going to see Demon Naga again? I think he has to go Bears then, right? I think you have to have Reju for the Demon, don't you?
Yeah, I think so too. You could go Demon Hunter Alchemist for heal spray. Could also be good in like a melee versus melee battle against treants or whatever. Greater mana for Foggy. That's a fantastic start for him, and he doesn't deny any of the creeps. So good level 2. Maybe hoping for a Demon Hunter right now, the 2 Spider Stalks, but alright. Big mana on the Demon Hunter as well. Not the best drops for Check, as the Demon Hunter not really reliant on mana.
It's such a classic Foggy game. Merc camp, level 2, move across the map. I'm only waiting for the expo. But hold up.
Mass Huntress. Early.
Mass Hunts. Okay.
So with that second Engine of War, like we see this this Huntress transition quite a bit, but second Engine of War early kind of indicates no expansion. Doesn't have the lumber for it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, with the Huntresses, you can keep the pressure up. You can make it hard for the Demon to find his level 3. Don't want to give him the middle camps here. Don't want to give him those claws from the green camps. So Foggy's going to pick it up. The Demon Hunter's having some weird movement here. Where is he going?
Yeah, checking for the laboratory or something. That was indeed weird. Foggy's going for Mercs now. Still no expansion. Same for Check on the other side, though.
Yeah, Jack is absolutely expecting an expansion, and so would I have.
This is so funny. Like, not too long ago, it would be set in stone that both players absolutely go for an expansion. The question is who's going to cancel the other player's expansion. That player most likely wins the game in the end.
I would have absolutely bet money if somebody had asked me whether this would have been an early expansion game.
Yeah, I should have done a bet about that.
But yeah, Foggy, man, he's doing it smart. He's not so predictable anymore. He's going to switch up his builds. And he's going to catch you off guard, potentially. Hunters are starting to come out. If he gets to 40 supply with a couple more Huntresses coming in, this is going to be really strong. And Check has to make sure his archers don't get caught in the middle. You can't afford to start losing them, especially the Berserker as well. He's taking out the Shadow Priest first. He got one dispel off, though. And Check actually keeps all of his units alive.
That was pretty good.
Well,
29 supply. Of course, there's a timer on Foggy now. Check's tech is so far ahead. So he's going to get whatever second hero he chooses very early. And with that, he can most likely defend the mass that Foggy is doing. Didn't even start. He stays on tier 1.
Still at 3 Moonwells only. So it's kind of now time to decide, do I go for a tree? Looks like he's going to go for the expansion after all. Setting up a Wisp here. Still no Moonwell in the making. Okay, see that right? Interesting. Alright, with him creeping in the south now, there's quite a bit of freedom now to the Demon Hunter. There is the expansion. Level 3 for the Keeper. Can the Demon follow suit as well?
That is the question. He is creeping, but only a small one. Claws of Attack, a fantastic item for him. And it is the Naga once again. Hunter's Hall a little late as tier 2 is done.
And again, he probably has to go bears here. Rejuvenation required for this Demon. He's going to be the tank in the front line. He doesn't have the treants to hold the front for him. But yeah, he does get level 3. That's very important.
Yeah. And the replenishment potion to save a little bit of moon juice is also pretty nice. Level 3.3. Expo at 33%. Tech now started. It's an entire tech behind. Against a player who's rushing tier 3. This... Okay. Yeah, there's a timer on Check for sure.
Boy keeps on creeping. Super tanky on this Keeper, which he doesn't really need. But okay, he's gonna get level 4 here as well. Level 2 then in both the spells. Check is looking pretty timid, right? He's staying on his side. He's like,
yeah.
Are you coming? Are you going? Where are you?
Yeah, is he actually expanding as well with the tier 3? He's giving Foggy a lot of this map.
Creep, and then he falls to gain some vision. Looking really afraid.
Well, maybe he thinks that Foggy has like 50 supply hunters, which you can expect if you scout the main.
Yeah. Here come more upgrades. Foggy's still supply stuck. Still the tree not finished. Creeping up a storm here. But also pretty hurt on these hunts. But the moon juice should be good, should be able to heal them up, and then what? Wait for more army, I guess. When you go mass hunt, you want to ideally have more than just 50 when you know that your opponent has 50 as well.
Gotta check the item right now. Okay, Demon Hunter's making his way over. Yeah, with that Naga, man, this passive play is kind of baffling me. That he's not that aggressive. Of course he's waiting for the tier 3 to finish. But this bought so much time for the expo. Foggy even having the resources for an Ancient Protector right before. Or right in front of this. Still no tier 2, man.
Almost level 5. Well, almost. He's getting there bit by bit. Needs more inventory space. Needs scrolls as well, of course. When you play mass, you do want to go for scrolls. And now comes in the Demon and the Naga. Only 3-2 levels, not the greatest. And the AP here is gonna make attacking a little difficult.
Yeah.
Still no bears, but they should be coming very soon.
Foggy scouting this with a Wisp as well. Sees the double lore. Going Dryads first, then into Bears. I don't even know if he has the Adept upgrade. Not sure, actually. Didn't check that yet.
Pretty peaceful game so far.
Yeah.
We saw one Shadow Priest dying, and I think that was it.
Once again, the 100% opposite of the previous game.
Absolutely.
So, like, there was non-stop fighting. And here they are non-stop gearing up for the late game. Invo Potion, nice to have.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's bears, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we
Okay,
go.
Adept upgrade a little late, but the bear upgrades are so fast that you can make it work. Engine of Lore for Foggy, that might come in as a little bit of a surprise, especially that position here.
Yep. So he's going for that range army again. Hunts, archers, dryads as well later on. Especially for the Abolish against the Rejuvenation. Very important. It feels like it takes forever for Foggy to get off the ground, though.
Yeah.
He's been trying to establish his economy and his production for such a long time. The map's almost completely crept already.
And yeah, Foggy got the most of it though. Chuck is catching up a little. Heal scroll and Invo level 5 on the keeper for Foggy.
This feels like a game number 5 in a best of 5. Like
Because everyone is so
really careful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to fight yet. Maybe now. No, let's fall back a little.
Yeah,
Half the army's in the main base.
maybe afraid of a Zeppelin drop?
I guess it's just the keeper in the tree and harassing. Nope, hunches as well. Okay. Interesting.
Master training should be done. Not a single bear yet with the army. And he's forcing the TP actually.
Foggy going to the shop. He doesn't see this TP coming. 100 is definitely gonna die.
He has heal scrolls. Oh, doesn't
Nice.
want
He sends it back so the next hunter doesn't get slowed anymore by the Dryad. Oh, that's close. Okay, costs only 100. 4 TP, that's worth it. Also more time, also more scrolls.
Okay. Check needs that time for the expansion to pay off. As Foggy is mining already with more Moonwells, getting ready for 80 supply. Stays on tier 2. Is he playing this like mass piercing then?
Yeah, kind of like it was on AZ, right? There, the super strong heroes overcame the masses. Demon's level 4. Naga should be level 3. But the Keeper's way stronger this time around.
Yeah.
And no Alchemist at all, by the way.
True, he plays it solo.
Oh,
Run for
the
fast and
Sentinel
quick.
sees him. Nice.
If he had his eyes there.
Wait,
but I
that's
guess
his Sentinel though, right?
It's a blue one.
But did he make a Huntress this game? Check.
Oh, true.
We
Maybe
used
it's a bug.
Yeah, we used to have this color bug. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if we still have it. But anyways, he knew about the Zeppelin regardless of whether or not there was a Sentinel. I like the splitting up his forces, keeping the Expo safe, as well as the main.
This could be a long, worn-out game. They didn't fight once, really, right?
Nope.
Calm before the storm. 66 supply.
It almost feels to me like Foggy wants to go pot him. He's been trying that recently. Pot him second or third for the
Yeah.
mass range.
Even when he had the true shot aura already. That made me mad, but alright.
Oh,
Good
really?
to-
Yeah. Have you mentioned that before? Once or twice, maybe?
It was a private chat between you and me. Okay?
Here's the Alchemist now, extremely late, kind of completing the 80 supply army. But there's still some camps left. Certainly gonna be enough for level 2. Oh wait, there's some stuff missing here. Maybe not so, but the
He cracked that
Renegade.
before. This one is still up,
Yeah.
and the upper right is still up. That's about it. They're gonna be fighting for this now. Alchemist not level 2, still very squishy, but almost no disable, just a little slow on check side. Oh, one Dryad being caught off guard. 30 supply difference.
Yeah. Jack, produce!
Yeah.
Jesus, you got an expansion! Like, make units!
I think he waited for a
He's
lot of
still
movers.
waiting.
Now, there we no.
Check! Bears, man! There we go. Okay, now, here we go.
That took some time. No,
Alchemist, not yet level 2, I think. Close, though.
Upgrades on the units. 1-0 for Foggy, again going there a little earlier.
Oh my god, that's so much stuff that Foggy has, though. Jesus.
But no, no bears. 0-1 on them. Can the Demon Hunter prevail again, or is it Foggy this time? Score of protection, no wisps here. So that's an easy fight for Foggy. Wand of the Wind. Good disable.
No mana on the Keeper though. Is not ideal. And the Alchemist may start getting burned soon as well. And Check has more time. He's got that first round of production into upkeep. He's at 59 now. Can go higher. And Foggy, did he already queue the base?
I think so. He's so low on lumber.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
1,000 gold.
Check needs to find out about this and then needs to respond. He only established his base now. So low on lumber and on gold mined. 1,000 gold for Foggy still. Investing into items now. But there's only one slot. What's he going for? Oh, protection scroll again. Oh, there's a fight now without the Keeper. He has to staff in. Alchemist all of a sudden level 3. Wand of the Wind being used. Oh, this bear is falling rapidly. Demon Hunter, what's he doing? He's out of the fight completely. Wand of the Wind again, repositioning by this very Demon Hunter.
Rest of the army coming in. Check falling back at 64 now himself. 1-0 Dryads. For Foggy slowing down some of the units here. Archers, though, are fairly expendable, I suppose. But Foggy doesn't want to cross the bridge.
Understandably so. He will be greeted by the bear paws. Pretty damn hitting hard. Engine of War counters this expansion for now. We still have only Dryads by Foggy. No tier 3 yet. Not even trying. And more bears now. So Foggy is ready to defend this. Check gets more time with this maneuver though. 67 supply already.
I'm so surprised Foggy isn't pushing in. Like, he's just waiting and waiting, biding his time. He could go to 100. He really could. He's got the resources.
Yeah. Well, not the lumber really.
The lumber is an issue, true.
Trian's not helping here, but apparently he doesn't need that. Ooh, one Dryad again for free. Misrallied.
One thing to keep in mind, by the way, should this Keeper get level 6, there is no disable.
True. No silence, no nothing. But he can mana burn before, so he never reaches that point.
Could be hard, though, to get in range. There's going to be a lot of stuff in front of the Keeper, most likely. No transition at all. Doesn't really have the lumber for it.
But the second expo. 1,500 gold. Maybe he knows a little trick how to transform gold into lumber.
There we go.
Buying shredders, I guess.
81 supply is going into a high upkeep.
Okay. Without Chimera Roosts or anything.
Nope. Just mass. Once again, the bridges here protecting
Oh my god.
the island for Check, I was about to say, but now Foggy's moving in.
So many Treants in the front. Only one Wisp coming. Detonates the Roar himself here. More mercenaries for Foggy. 87 supply. 25 supply lead.
Bears are moving forward though. They're really strong. 1-1 upgrade. Heal Stroll coming in as well. Protection Stroll now from Foggy. Keeper stuck in a bad position again. This seems to keep on happening to him. He's going to have to TP out of this very soon. Does so before he's taken out. Gets at least one more bear. But Check still at 73.
Yeah, he didn't lose
Look
too
at all the
much,
Dryad
right?
corpses.
So many of them.
Also,
And he gave level 5 to the Demon Hunter 2, level 4.5 on the Naga. Foggy, of course, is mining from 3 mines now. And adding glaive throwers to the mix.
okay. He's going to have even more range now. Even more damage. But Check, he's got the better army, doesn't he? And we're still mass producing. Units will keep on dying. I would not be surprised at all if this turns into a level 6 keeper demon again.
Absolutely. It's just pure force of bears. And Dryads don't really do too much against them.
But with the glaives coming in, these bridges, which were problematic for Foggy before, could turn into his allies.
Is he expanding yet again?
It seems like for the first time ever, Check is here moving confidently now south in the middle of the map. And the two armies will meet again. And the Keeper again completely out of mana. He's always so far forward. Why is he so far forward?
There's so many Wisps coming in as well for the detonate. Demon Hunter is packing a punch on level 5, of course, trying to get rid of this Alchemist, who has double heal spell and scroll protection, uses that now. Dryads are falling. Bears on the other side as well. Is there staff on check? Yes, there we go. And the Alchemist about to fall. He is slowed by the Naga. Escapes though.
Ever so barely, but the range army is quickly getting mauled down by these bears. They're still standing pretty strong. Level 5 now. Fog Lightning could finish the job.
Oh, so close. And Tangle on the Demon Hunter to prevent damage, but there was some shots coming from the back line, so Alchemist is down. Level 5.5 only. I wanted to say the Demon Hunter close to level 6 needs the invul soon, but he gets rid of this flamethrower, gets rid of a ton of damage, and that is the Superman almost there. Foggy is down 21 supply.
Oh my god, Check still has so much.
And Check is breaking up. You've got Reju close to 6, still 2-1 Bears. Foggy needs a little miracle here. He's going Mountain Giants now. But that's late. That's so late. Oh, look at these Siege Bears. Not even Roar, but the upgrades are enough. He's just tearing that down. In the north, the Keeper is being chased. There is one more Entangle. Wants this kill, wants to get closer to Tranquility. That is not a kill, but even more damage. And the tree is gone.
Check with a massive lead here now. It looks like this is going to be his game, certainly. We have a Mountain Giant coming in, but it's not even tier 3 upgraded. Finally, Foggy goes tier 3.
So late. And aren't like bears the natural counter to Mountain Giants?
They're supposed to be. When it's that many, with 2 attack upgrades, maybe they are. But it's, I think, more the heroes. This demon is going to reach level 6. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
The Keeper was level 5 against level 3 demon at one point, and you overtook him.
Oh, will it be Metamorphosis time again? He's trying to take him out, breaks through with the invul. One Dryad about to fall, micros him back now. He gets level 6 anyway, and welcome Superman! Here we go, chaos damage and range. Engine of War is helping, the Mountain Giants are helping, but does it help?
I don't believe so. Can he wait out this Metamorphosis? It's the only chance he has.
Yeah.
He can't fight it.
He's trying to entangle on him. There's no staff or anything on the Naga. Maybe yes, on the Naga. There's and a TP and the invul. That should be safe as well.
He's got like no damage, and there's so much reju. There's still bears somewhere
Bears are
else.
taking
There they
out
are.
the Expo, trying to repair, but where? There's no space. There's bears everywhere. What to do now? Foggy is down.
Yeah. Expo dead with the inferior army, with the inferior heroes. Keeper getting focused. Can he save him? There's no invul. Transfer something. No.
This time the Fog Lightning hit the necessary amount and takes out the level of the first hero again. Demon Hunter needs a bit of reju, but who needs reju when you have more damage? Raw being added. He's taking out the Moonwells. GG by Foggy. And again, an upset. Check is taking 2 maps here. In the mTw office, the mTw players shine.
That was just... That didn't feel like a well thought out strategy, which usually Foggy always has.
Yeah.
It was this Huntress opening into then backup Expo, which was already feeling kind of weird.
That was indeed weird. Either you mass and overwhelm your opponent early, or you can go for a Huntress transition, but then it's only one Engine of War, and then you still have resources for the Expo. This was really weird. Like, feels a little indecisive.
Yeah, when you play an early expansion, you are automatically setting yourself behind in tech. So you always want to have the bigger army, and that's usually always around 70 supply, 60 to 70, something like that. It took forever for him to get 70 supply. It took so long, and then finally he was at 70, was at 80, but still he didn't want to make the push. He could have fought at 70 against 55. He could have looked for that timing, but he wasn't confident enough. He was standing in the middle, getting the Alchemist, starting to creep him up. I think the unit that was missing most actually for Foggy was a Shredder. If he at one, he could have gone to 90 supply with Mountain Giants, and then suddenly you have these massive tanks in the front. Also, as far as Micro was concerned, he focused with his piercing damage army so much on the demon. So much. And there was
that
always
dude has
invuls.
evasion, man. You don't want that, really.
Evasion, plenty of armor, invuls, double staff, staff to go home to heal, and staff back to get in again. Don't know about that prioritization at all. Bears may have been the better call, but yeah, surprise, surprise. Check 2-1 in the lead, and now on Equiles, we're gonna have our next game.
Yeah, would love to see a shot of Foggy, man. How is he looking? Is he getting angry now? Will we see the unleashed beast of Foggy? He needs to slap. He's eliminated, same as Enter, and we would have a semi-final of Hawk versus Check. And nobody really expected that. Equiles, it is.
2 Demon Hunters brought 2 wins for Check. This is one of the playable Demon Hunter maps. Again, you have to go down the checklist, which is actually... Shouldn't have called it a checklist. Kind of only one check mark in there. And that's, can you get level 3 reliably? The answer here is yes. You get level 2 jumpstart right away with the Ancient of War creep. If it's unpunished. If it does get punished, this could become problematic. Foggy should scout for this. Especially with the tendency that Check has shown for his favorite hero being the Demon Hunter, which it is again. This is a fairly predictable opening as far as creep routes and such go. And the Ancient of War, as we know, is not as strong as it used to be. This camp became even more difficult than it already was, with the Keeper here interfering early, and perhaps a Shadow Priest. This could already be dangerous for Check in the early game.
Yeah, Foggy will see it in a second. The Wisp is coming in. Very important for him to scout. So he sees, okay, no Ancient of War. Where are you, man? And this is kind of risky. Foggy starts his creeping. He can't do anything right off the bat, that's for sure. So Check is safe for a little. The new Echo Isle, by the way, with the new island.
Yeah. Shadow Priest purchase here is very important. Foggy is not going for it. Or
He is now.
needs the Moonwell to finish. Oh, he doesn't have the supply. Oh
There
no,
we
he
go.
got it already.
Yeah.
Okay, he got it. I think he detonated a Wisp for this.
He had 18 out of 20, right? Well, whatever. Shadow Priest gets away, is not being killed. Of course, we don't have Entangle with this Demon Hunter. That one Wisp movement there for Foggy is super important. And now Check is not allowed to deny this. Everything else is fine for him. Good boots of speed.
Oh my god, that's the best
Nice.
drop. That is absolutely the best drop. One detonate. Doesn't have to go for the second one. No, he does. And that's level 2. Level 2 demon with boots.
Oh boy. That's a rough early game for the Ukrainian, who's facing elimination in the first round. We all had this dream finale in our heads of Happy versus Foggy offline. But maybe Check is the party pooper here.
Oh my god, these boots are just so good. As
These boots
viewers,
are made for chasing.
as viewers of our stream know, I love the boots of speed and early, especially on a Demon Hunter. He's the best hero with boots, by the way. And this Keeper, now he's out of mana. He came here for harassment. What did he get? He got 2 Wisp detonates.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the Shadow Priest, kind of.
He
Check.
stole that, that's true, but doesn't seem like Check really needs it.
No, not if the Keeper is empty on mana.
Yeah. And now, down there in the south, the Keeper's attacking the Ancient of War for a bit more damage. Things are not seeming to come together for Foggy, but now he's going back to his roots with the Tree of Life. Early Expo once again coming up.
In the bottom, that's true. Check is uprooting the Engine of War, not relying on archers anymore as he has the Berserker. Keeper is taking more and more damage. He's actually might be forced into a town portal super early.
Oh my god.
6 more hits.
Those boots. Those boots were so insane, dude. He should make it back though, right?
Yeah, he gets to the Moonworld, but this is so expensive. Low mana, low health.
Yeah, and he's still getting chased.
Yeah, and it's only 2 Moonworlds finished. Like, he doesn't have... Yeah, and now here we go again. It's like a Benny Hill theme. Let's play it.
Dude, this is not good for Foggy. He's just not being left alone. You can only really contest this demon if you have Huntresses. He doesn't have Huntresses. He doesn't have a Huntress Hall either. He's far away from tier 2. With an Alchemist maybe, this would be a different story. He has to go for his own pair of boots here. Or a staff, something.
Yeah. Did Check see the expo? Okay, boots it is, so he can run away now.
He did not yet, but he does now.
Alright, confirmed. And he has to make his way over. That will take some time. Archers are pushing into the main. Tier 2 is almost done for Check. Man, he's coming out of nowhere and pressuring the Vice World Champion. What a performance by Check today.
Absolutely. This game is looking good for him. He knows what's going on. He knows about the expo. He can go for the Naga again here. He's tier 2 in just a second. When is Foggy gonna have the time to go for the expansion? He's not even level 2 yet, for goodness sake.
That's really ridiculous. Like, even if he has the mana, he can't entangle.
And the demon's getting close to level 3. Very close. On his side, the archers are still taking out the green camp here. More experience for him. Now that he is tier 2. Oh, Panda second.
Whoa. We have seen one player here today who was a little overconfident, went for a panda and lost. What is the panda doing, really? Naga. Okay. He doesn't want to play the alchemist again.
Yeah, I like that actually.
So, because the alchemist would be burned all the time, and then he has no mana, and then he can just do right clicks. Naga, to be effective, only needs the frost orb that costs like what, 5 mana?
I'm not sure. It's not that much.
You basically always have the mana for an ice arrow.
But when you do go panda, you kind of want level 3. When you go level 3, you need to go creeping. That takes time. Time you don't usually want to give to your opponent if he's fast expanding. So it seems a little counterintuitive. But alright, we'll see how it works out.
What's the... I don't get it, man. Panda, why?
It's not gonna do much against Dryads if they should start coming in.
I could see, like, tier 2 is done now, Nature's Blessing in the works. I could see Drunken Haze against archers. That's a good one for the mischance and stuff.
Oh, demon canceling the entangle. That's really nice.
Oh,
That's cool. Very annoying. It's almost daytime though, so Foggy really wants to be at the shop. Shop control and Echo Isle is essential. It's the first time we see it.
That's correct. It's the first time we see Echo, right?
Yes, I think so.
So Lightning Shield also won't do too much, can sell it basically. Demon Hunters cancelling this again. Groundhog Day.
Foggy though, still with plenty of gold. Here comes the heal scroll. Not the invul. Doesn't steal the invul from the demon. Like, if you don't need it, if you really, really, really don't need it, then at least buy it and sell it.
Yeah.
It's so good for the demon.
Check at 35 supply, going
had the
double
gold.
dry. Oh, going bears again, halfway to tier 3. Tier 2 only.
I think it should be up to Foggy here to get that damn invul. Okay, but I'm gonna get over it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. When it comes to the big fights, which it looks like we're going towards, I would like to see different focus fire though. The Demon Hunter again is gonna be very tanky.
Yeah. Foggy's going for a second engine of war. What do you think? Glaives or mass archers? Panda's creeping up nicely, by the way.
Yep, gonna be almost level 2 here. Archers here across the map by themselves, starting the ogre camp. He doesn't know where the panda is, but now the heroes will be coming back. Okay, joining the archers. More experience for Foggy, who's still not level 3 keeper, but is very close now. And the panda super low HP. No redo yet. Ah, there we go. First bear is here for the first of many redos.
And level 3 was achieved as well. Still not finished with his ogre magi. Naga's level 2, keeper is level 3 now. Oh, that's big. 2 clarities in his inventory as well, 40 supply. But tier 3 is done. We get master training now. And then, how does Foggy want to fight this? Bears against archers, without acid bomb, without any big disable. Except entangle, of course, but that's single target and stuff. No slow, nothing.
Probably gonna see a creep jack here in the south in a moment. The panda has reached around the corner.
Obvious. No, but he doesn't start the creep spot, so that's good.
Oh, big damage.
Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Look at the misses. So many.
I think Foggy has to TP out of this.
I think so too. Can he run away against Entangle? I don't think so.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Reju, that's just way too much. Again, Tech versus Expo.
Foggy's got 1,000 gold. Why is he not producing? Hunter's Hall coming in now. I guess he was waiting for that for the Huntresses.
Or Glaives.
A little late though. He's got 2 Moonwells coming though. He can go for mass mercs. Oh, but it's not crept yet. He has to creep this fast.
Oh, Check is making his way over. Has an invul already. And there is another heal scroll if he wants to go for that, but the panda is so far away. Can't do it now.
Yeah, all the mercs purchased. Here we go. Every single one.
He absolutely needs that. Foggy and his mercs, man. A big relationship for many, many years. They saved him so many games, especially on Twisted. But this is Echo. 61 supply all of a sudden. He needs that supply lead because his units are lower tech.
Waiting for more army. Keeper once again so far forward. Why is he always so far forward?
Catching the mana burns all the time. Maybe not used to that anymore. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire is hitting nicely. It misses everywhere. Is he splitting some bears? Yes, he does. At least one. Foggy is forgetting a lot of mercs in the south.
Coming back in now to the fray. These bears didn't really hit critical mass yet. You can still snipe them out. It was only 3, I think. Big Breath of Fire, though. Killed off 2 of those archers to spell against the Entangle. So he can get back to the back line. Roarstone, everything. No dispels at all against the Roar from the Wisps. TP out, though, now from the Panda. One more archer will fall. But that was an okay attack for Check. Buying time for his expansion.
That is coming up indeed. Engine of War is ready to protect this. Is Foggy catching up in tech? No, he stays on tier 2 again. With his double Engine of War. Huntress now to soak things up. But it's lore time. So Mass Dryads to back this up. Not sure if that's the right call. Gets another heal scroll, and this time it must... No. Remo, this is an invul potion still left in the shop. What do you think about that?
I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all.
Jack will be happy about it for sure. He can just get the second one. He has the resources. His expo is up. Bears are growing in numbers. Panda's level 3.5, which is super nice. Oh, leaves the invul potion. Ah, now he got it. Second one.
And Foggy's just camping at his expansion here. Down in tech and not ahead in supply.
Yeah.
Not a good sign.
This
Again.
Super rough for Foggy, who was the major favorite in this game. By name, I guess, nowadays. By activity recently, by tournament results recently. By stats like 31-14 in favor of Foggy. The Check with all his routine.
Oh, level 4.
And the old bears. He's getting back there. Claw +9. Nice on the demon. Hunter.
So, who's gonna go upkeep first? Check with his patience, dude. I would be producing like crazy. Like, he only kind of has to hold on, doesn't he? Foggy once again, not transitioning, once again, low on lumber.
Well, he's going lores, so...
Yeah, but we had the Dryads previously already. Level 3 now for the Naga for Foggy.
Only level 3 keeper. That is an issue, man.
So unlikely that we're gonna see Tranquility in this game.
Yeah. Map is almost empty as well. What's in the marketplace? Nothing really interesting. Maybe wards. Yeah, Check is just sitting on his base, and why not? His expansion came up later, so there's more gold there. He has the better tech. It's like 3,000 gold difference. Foggy is not teching. He has all the time in the world. Foggy's getting upgrades, but only for Dryads. It's gonna be the 1-0 for him. Check is at 0-1 already. Getting more, most likely now.
Players' forces are under attack.
Check moving out now. Is this a little too cocky perhaps? But then again, he's got a big army.
Yeah, I
70
think
supply.
he's just going for the shop, isn't he? Oh, producing 70 supply, going for the shop. He doesn't have a little gold only. Heal scroll maybe?
He sold the boots, Neo. Can you believe it?
Yeah, at this stage of the game, I can definitely believe it
No.
and understand it as well.
He's got
yes.
2 bases. It's only 125 gold. It's even less. He's in upkeep.
Well, he has a heal scroll for it. He was short on gold before.
Could have waited 10 seconds. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Big Bear. Front line moving in against plenty of stuff, of course, for Foggy.
Did you see the misses? He focused the Demon Hunter for like 2 seconds and everything was red.
Yeah, once again, he's focused firing on the heroes a lot. Still questioning that choice. Keeper with 2 mana potions, by the way. Summoning more and more of those treants. The Roar is still active, not getting the spell. The Demon Hunter slowed down, though. The Mud Golems here are really helpful against this demon, indeed. Controlling him as much as they can. Rejuvenation coming in, not getting dispelled, making its way to the backline is the bear. One of those bears getting staffed out and saved that way. Keeper's doing a better job this time around, staying away from the Demon Hunter. Foggy's kiting backwards and forcing Check to TP out of this.
Okay.
But again, like, he saved so many units. Check didn't lose much. He's still at 70.
Still at 70. Is he producing stuff already? Yeah, it's like 2 bears. Okay, that's fine. Foggy down to 67 is again super low on lumber. Was at almost 1,000 gold here. His Naga is a beast, by the way. Plus 12. Heal scroll. Is it the invul now? No, another heal scroll.
He sold the boots as well.
Yeah, I just can totally understand it at this game, at this stage of the game. He has the boots on the keeper, by the way, so he can move them over if he wants to.
I mean, I was just kidding about that one.
Yeah, of course. That was exactly the voice for joking. Foggy back at 80. Upgrades. Still 1-0. Nothing else. No tier 3.
Check may be down by 10 supply, but the advantage is still with him. He's got the better army. He's got the arguably better heroes.
Sentry ward spot. Oh, he's gonna be flanked now with the Dryads. How well can they kite?
Quite a few bears here in the front lines, getting greeted by fog lightning there as well. Demon Hunter can't reach for the bird. There we go. Now he does. Burning a bit of the mana on the keeper. Still has quite a bit left, however. Some bears are being forced out of the fight, but there's still so many remaining. Heal Stroll used by Foggy. Has to kite on backwards. No roar yet. This is going to add a lot of damage. Here we go using the roar. And now plenty more DPS from these 1-1 bears moving forward. Still, the first bear, though, is going to die. Or was it the second one? 3 mud golems here for mass slow.
That's a lot of slow, and that's a lot of damage. And Tangle secures this one. Demon Hunter gets up to level 5, though. Naga might be a little bit in trouble, as she's the front line. It's not supposed to be that way, but we do have another potion. But no TP on Foggy. He has to fight this now, focusing the Demon Hunter once more with that invul.
Forcing the invul. 7 seconds. After that, it's a little scary, but he's got a TP still. He's got a staff still. And once again, TP's out.
Okay. Foggy in the end lost a little bit more. Where did he get that now?
Has got position on the map, though. Can go for the shop again.
Yeah, that's important.
Heal
Getting the shop
time.
control now. We do get more archers from Check. Countering piercing with piercing, basically. 2-0 upgrades for the Dryads, but he needs healing.
Yeah, he's got 1 scroll of healing, but that's expensive to use it for that one. Good kiting there in that last fight by Foggy, but it's just so hard when you're going up against so many bears.
We're getting close to 5-5, by the way, the Panda.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to attack, but we still have Mercs and Treants.
Dude, Foggy is looking in a tough position in this game.
He's on the high wire and about to fall. Without a safety net, there's no double elimination here. If you lose, you're out.
I would not have expected this. If it should come to a Czech victory here,
What?
I did not expect it at all.
Would you eat a shoe? Does that happen? My shoe?
I'm not no regret. This is not StarCraft, so no. Still do, by the way. Alright, moving in again. The Ancient of War is helping out here with tanking the front lines a little bit, but it's so many bears. How many do we have? 7. Roar on absolutely everything.
Dispels a lot now. Crits coming in from this Panda. Still not level 5. Gets it now. Drunken Haste and or Breath of Fire got a lot better now. No big upgrades near for Foggy. Still holds on to that heal scroll. It's very hurt. Muddy. Slaughtered. But they're still toe-to-toe. The pendulum swings back as Check is healing up a little. Foggy can go closer again, trying to do some more poison damage, trying to get a bear. Of course, their staffs. Will he allow the Demon Hunter to go to level 6 again?
Could very well happen. Breath of Fire coming in again. Can basically only hit the heroes and the treants. But these Dryads, their damage just doesn't cut it anymore. They can't just stand and fight. They're being outdamaged by these bears and archers so much. More and more Dryads are dying. And the heroes...
Just no marksmanship yet for them. But if they... Oh, 2 more crits, man. Foggy!
Lost 4 archers there.
Yeah,
4
about
Dryads.
to be eliminated. Check is moving forward, and he is not under pressure at all. If we compare the expansion gold mines, 8,600 there, 5,600 there. Very comfortable position for the Korean.
Foggy. He needs
Okay, what is
some
he-
miraculous move.
Tier 3 now.
Some.
Late. But what can he do? He can't do anything on tier 2 anymore. He just can't.
And the only thing he can really do with these Drides is go 3 attack upgrades with them, I guess. But that doesn't do that much either. The Drides are very well upgraded, about to be 2-2. But they're still just Dryads. In the super late game, they don't do that much damage, really.
What can you go for, though?
Mountain Giants, perhaps? Hope that they hold the front line.
Ever to tech there to that, really. Would kind of like to see talents, but there's also a lot of piercing damage in Check's army. He's very well suited. Chimeras, maybe? Against the Demon Hunter, also not the best choice. Level 5.5. 1,200 gold for Check. 1 heal scroll, 2 invulns. Hero focus is absolutely not an option. Double staff this time. Check wants to do everything right, not lose because of a stupid mistake or a missing staff or anything. Demon Hunter's breaking through at 50% health. This tier 3 did not pay off at all. 1,300 gold, not 80 supply, not producing. Foggy is about to lose the game and the series and his tournament life.
This is a really good position for Foggy, though. These bears having a super tough time engaging. They're split off as well. The Northern Dryad squad is kind of the execution squad, taking out quite a few bears over there. The Naga did hit a level up, but that doesn't do much probably. But Check, he can still push through this.
Yeah.
This is like the worst position ever for him, but it seems like he's far enough ahead that he might just be eking it out, and he hit level 6 here as well. Superman greets us again.
Looks like Foggy gave up. He had 1,800, 1,900 gold. The Naga is melting. The Breath of Fire comes in. The detonate. The Naga falls. And this should be the end of Foggy. GG! The upset is real. Ukraine is out. And South Korea and mTw prevails again. 3 mTw players in the top 4. Only Happy can stop them now.
What a surprise.